third-party cookies in the Chrome browser that just leaves Google as the collector of that information. And is that the problem?
No, that's what they want.
It might create a new paradigm where Google still will have tons of data about you, but the other companies, well, it might create a paradigm where Google is like, so much richer in data than so many other parties.
And that data equals money. So we'll talk more about that when we come back. We are exploring why Google is saying that it wants to block all third-party cookies from the Chrome browser and why that matters to you. So we'll be back. This is On Point.
Good program. I sang 3 or 4 songs last night. I think Randy works again tonight. What is tonight?
Support comes from Colorado Ballet.
Monday.
Coppelia, a ballet comedy of love
He gets
and
off
mistaken identity. March 8th through
Thursday and
17th.
Sunday, so he's on his
Tickets at
first leg of work days.
ballet.com.
Me and the cats and Randy have it really good here. I think if I pull a loan for $5,000 and pay it off every month and keep up on it, use the loan to pay off the loan, I could probably get a VA loan for a little while. I would see if I can't get $5,000 out of the VA. If they give me $5,000, or if they have some sort of pension for me, then I can accept it.
Good morning, me Martinez.
Good morning, I'm Leila.
They would be in permanent treasury. I've learned something last night when I was looking at time. I can't tell time at all. I'm definitely a prisoner of time. I don't age. I don't get sick. Allergies. It's just weird. Did you notice I changed when I got home? When I got home, I got happy. Babysitter. I should say daddy's here.
We're back with On Point. I'm Meghna Chakrabarty, and today we're talking about Google's plan to phase out third-party cookies in its Chrome browser. Why that matters to you. I'm joined today by Patience Hagen. She's a reporter at the Wall Street Journal, and she covers digital advertising and broadband. And I want to bring Aaron Chappell into the conversation now as well. He's president of Chappell & Associates, a consulting firm that helps marketers build customer trust through responsive privacy practices.
Candy's ex-husband was the one that identity thefted me. He was a loser.
Alan, welcome to
All I have to do is talk to one of those loser friends.
First of all, explain to
What do you
me
think I
and
had
to
up
us in
with
greater
his
detail
creep?
what exactly advertisers
He had
say they're going
another
to do
girlfriend after the
if Google
divorce,
does phase out
and I started flirting with her.
cookies from Chrome.
He took me outside. I'm like, why'd you do it again to me? I said, dude, chill. I don't want you.
Every time there is a significant change to the privacy landscape, so you go into GDPR,
That guy was
data
weird.
privacy regulation in Europe,
He,
regulations coming down now. You look at some of the
I realized that
Apple has imposed on their marketplace. Every
this is what's
change
weird
to
about that whole
rules,
thing.
What ends up happening
Candy's
is
brother
that
that died,
small
his
to
name,
mid-sized companies have a much more difficult time.
I forgot the
reaching
guy's
their
name, but
target
he
customers, and the larger
he came out of the
companies
house
have a
one day
more and more difficult time,
and ran over to
understanding
see
the
me, and he was
efficacy of their media support.
being naughty. I'm like,
And then the third
he didn't
thing
bother to
happens
clean
is
up
that
your pasture, all
walled
got
gardens,
stuff on it,
Google,
everything else. It's kind of
gets a
gross.
larger and larger
No,
share
but I just wanted to say
of the
hi. I'll
market,
probably never see you
larger
again.
share of the data.
Nick.
So let's take that one step
Nikki
further,
is what they call him.
because ultimately our concern
Nikki
is rights of
died.
individual people, right? And so
This is the weird thing. Candy was cheating on me the whole time with that other guy.
third-party cookies from
She had
into Chrome.
twins
Well, I think there's some downstream impacts here.
a little while
For
after
one
that.
thing,
I mean,
there's a whole
we
bunch
weren't
of
that
small
close.
to
We weren't
mid-sized
together. We weren't
niche products
I was just living with her at that point. So she had twins with somebody else, so I supported her. Yeah, I was getting really tired of this and everything else. I finally told Dad, I said, I'm going to jump on the bridge. Because I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to disappoint anybody. And finally, I went home and told my parents everything that was going on. I said, she got in the drugs. I can't deal with this anymore. So they sent us to church to talk to the pastor over that. I said, you know what? First of all, this is none of your business. Second of all, you don't know anything at all about that girl. She's a professional compulsive liar. He goes, yeah, I knew she had kids with somebody else. How'd you know? He says, so-and-so told me. He goes, you're right to be upset about that. I knew you were going to tell me that. So we started talking. He was actually pretty nice about it. I said, are you going to be broken up about it? I said, how would you feel? I'm losing my friends. I'm losing the kids. They'll never see me again. I'm going to move to California. For your friends? No. That's where I grew up at. God, I was so pissed off about that. So I leave to California. And I was there a few years with Laura. We never got married. We ended up living together. And she wasn't any better than Candy. She was rough around the edges and everything else. But I don't need to hear any more of that. But anyway, it was just kind of rough all the way around. Now I'm with Randy and I'm happy. Now I'm having my past catch up with me again. People I care about are trying to get back in my life again, which is fine. Either do it or don't, if that's who it is. I don't know who it is. It might not be. It might be somebody else. So, the couple that were talking about me the last couple of days, they're gonna stop. I heard a scream this morning. It's what woke me up. I heard somebody say, Chucky! Yeah, Chucky is a symbol of whatever you want to call it. He was kind of a psychopath. Yeah.
Google is an absolute behemoth in online advertising. They,
kind of like listening to this
part of
program.
Google that might be best known to consumers is things like search and maps.
I'm happy. I'm not
They
going to change.
sell ads there based on kind of what you're searching for, what kind of businesses are searching for on maps.
Money's not going to change me. It doesn't really matter to me.
Where they,
Okay.
have videos about everything you could possibly imagine, and they sell ads on
The
that.
people that are screwing with me won't be able to.
Kind of
I'm going to
it's not even those
work on a few
businesses
things
might know
today.
them for. It's their
I'm gonna take a look.
B2B business
I'm going to try to get it through the
consumers
VA.
probably have never heard of, where they
That way I can pull
basically help
5,000 from
websites
my
across
account.
the web sell ads, right?
Here it is. There's your
And
6 months
they
right
have
there.
several different pieces of software that are used.
6, 7 months later, we'll buy a house. Or
The brands who buy the ads,
I can pull my accounts,
publishers who run the
take the
ads.
VA loan,
This is
pay
a
it
huge
off,
part of Google's business, and
turn around and buy a house,
they're like
buy a
such an
car,
800-pound gorilla
and be
in the
done with it.
market that whatever they do,
So,
they
we'll
can
talk to
really
Randy about
drastically change
just getting
things
another trailer for now.
every other company in that
I
industry.
could probably buy the car
So when we
first
said
and then
that
buy the house.
$600 billion annual
We'll see what
size of
happens.
that online advertising industry, Google
I
has
don't know.
a ginormous chunk of that.
Yes, they
I'm happier when Randy's home.
I'm sorry, he's the
I feel better when he's around.
Please don't give me your head right now.
It's not like you can't protect yourself from cats or anything else. I'm not even worried about this wild animal we taking.
But I slip every now and then.
Say, oh, I love you guys. Thank you. Thanks for dinner. Thanks for letting me in. Thanks for keeping me out of the cold. I wanted to do the same for Tom, the brown cat, Gracie's friend, but I can't. He's a fighter. I can see he's going to fight when he comes in there. And Randy's going to get mad at me for taking another animal. And he's going to sit, he's going to come in and say, yeah, okay, you have too many cats.
That's what's leading browsers to take this step.
Can they?
Privacy
Yeah,
measures.
they can.
When,
I can't afford to take care of it.
those cookies get left
They
in
get
the
sick and
browser
die, they get
and
sick
then
and
those
die. I
cookies
can't
get
get
seen by all the sites you go to. They're essentially leaking
Can I have my
data,
income?
sending data about you out to
I let
to
nature take
any
over
website
anyway.
you go to, right? So when you get to that site,
So I figure if that happens and it goes that way, that's
the
one that she has.
privacy violation, in some people's eyes. That's at play
I
here.
don't know. I believe more in
You know,
Mother Nature than I do
That's
God.
why Safari,
I think they're kind of one and the
Firefox
same.
have already done it. That's why Google is doing
I've been reading
it.
Christ,
They're
but I don't believe in
coming
church
under,
religion.
they've been coming under pressure from privacy advocates and from governments to do something
I'm a
about the way
spiritualist.
that data is sent out all over the web.
Yeah, can you
Beliefs
tell
in
me more
Christ.
about the government part?
I tell
And
people
Alan, I'm
that.
gonna come
They
back to you in a
just,
second, but
dude,
because
you're a freak.
cynically speaking, I'm always surprised
Yeah,
when
no
Google
shit,
says
huh?
it cares
I
about
realize
privacy,
that.
right? Because basically,
How many other
their
people
business
can say
model,
that
like other
with a straight
giant,
face?
companies is founded on not giving you privacy. So what
No,
kind
it's
of
good seeing
pressure
Kim's wife again.
has Google been under? Again,
I saw him, I
politically
see her,
and even,
but
through regulatory means
I
to
don't remember too much about
want to
it.
make this big change in Chrome. Patience, go ahead.
They're coming under pressure from new privacy laws that are being passed, right? Like privacy regulations in Europe are one of the big reasons why you have to opt into cookies on so many websites. And other, a lot of U.S. states are passing regulations that create more and more restrictions about what you can do with the user's data and how freely you can transmit it to other companies. So if they can rein in cookies, that would kind of that can really ease up on the liability here. And it's like if they don't do it now, it's easy to imagine that it'll just become harder and harder to use these cookies as more and more privacy laws come down.
Okay. Alan, so on that point, first of all, if you want to add to what Patience is saying, go ahead. But I also want
do.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so I think first you have to take a look at some of the underlying business models. So your Firefox browser, how does Firefox make money? They make money on search traffic. They don't make money using cookies and the digital advertising. You look at Apple. How does Apple make money? They're essentially a consumer electronics company who happens to have a very, very lucrative mobile app store where they get 15 to 30% of VIG on everything going through the iPhone. So bringing this back to Google, yes, they are certainly under some pressure. But one thing to really keep in mind about cookies is they do provide a certain amount of transparency. And I'm sharing that in this context because if you look at the European Union, where anytime you place a third-party cookie and you don't get a consent, the European Union will fine the company. Okay, so you're Google. You're getting 25 to 50 million euro fines because you're placing cookies. Well, perhaps one way to avoid those fines is to remove the cookie. And so the broader point I'm making here is that the removal of third-party cookies doesn't erase online tracking. What it does is it eliminates a certain constituency from online tracking, and it puts power in the hands of a small handful of companies who are able to continue online tracking in a way that's even more covert than the current system.
A small handful of companies, so more than just Google.
Well, I would say you've got Apple, you've got Amazon, you've got
right,
social
okay.
networks.
Yeah, okay, understood. I wasn't sure if you meant the people hosting the traffic or sort of one of the B2B companies in that murky middle that most of us don't really understand. But I also know though that Google has said or is saying, well, they're going to offer other tools for advertisers to use. So calm down. What do you think?
Well, they are certainly offering other tools, and they are claiming to this day, absent really any evidence to the effect that these tools work. Let's take a half step back. They are effectively building an advertising platform within forgive the pun, Chrome of their browser. Now, you're a Firefox user. I'm just curious how you might feel if Firefox had announced that they were all of a sudden going to be building an ad platform within Firefox. I would imagine that would give you some concerns. In fact, the Firefox people, the Mozilla folks have been rather critical of this. So Google is building this ad platform. They're saying, oh, no, don't worry. It's going to be privacy protective. And to Google's credit, there are a number of really interesting ideas being discussed for doing more with less data.